This is a conversation for black people and black people only. Just want to say that.
Hi.
It really sucks, that we as black people, some of us as black people in the community, have to second guess supporting one another. And there's a reason behind that, because we always end up getting scammed, especially when it comes to donating money. That's the actual reason. Once you start donating money or having to donate money, that's when you sit there and you have to question, where is this money going?
Well, that's a problem for individuals who don't have the emotional stability to actually look at somebody struggling and say, I'm going to pray for you. Instead, they just want to throw their money at something thinking that they're a national hero, even though you're just randomly believing a story that you saw go viral on social media. And the only reason you're actually giving them support, grace, love, care, and even money is because they're black, because these individuals are not special. These individuals are not new. And there are multiple people who are going through things like this that actually are suffering, that are actually going through down times, that are actually needing support, but they don't matter because their story isn't as juicy enough to go viral on social media and GoFundMe.
Because if it turns that this money is going to support your fucking lifestyle, to have those mansions and those fucking cars and to live a certain luxurious life, you got me fucked up. Because the way this economy is, we don't need to be fucking funding a stranger's lifestyle when people need to fucking worry about their own shit.
Careful there, madam. You're using a little bit too much logic, and that often gets black people turned into raccoons.
But that's the thing. We want to. You're selling and pitching this dream that we all fucking want. So you scam us. You scam us because that's the shit that we want to hear. That's the shit that we really care about. And you use that shit against us, and you literally turn on us and you fucking spit in our fucking face.
Yes. That is what scammers tend to worry about. They are for themselves, and they will trick you individuals who are kind-hearted, maybe even on occasion prop up only like a few black dead bodies that fit a certain narrative to get sympathy and money out of you, and all that they could give you in the past 5 years are mansions that you're never going to be in and street corners with paint on them that benefited nobody except the artists that have since, as of time of recording, been removed.
I'm talking about some of you black people that do that shit to each other, to us. We want best for each other, but sometimes everybody at this point is like, oh, you for yourself. You're greedy. You just wanted to just live this fucking lifestyle just so you can take pictures on Instagram, just so you can lie and be on TikTok to say how you were able to, generate income. And no, say what it really was. That's insane to me. That's insane. That's insane. And this is something that we have to talk about, because at this point with this whole Black Project 2025, the bitch got me fucked up. And I'm glad that something told me, because I was looking at it. I did my research in its entirety and I had a bad feeling about it. I was just like, wait a minute. I have this pit in my stomach. It don't sound right. It don't sound right. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm not going to donate shit because this is ridiculous. Because I was really liking what she was dishing out. But then I really did digging. I said, oh, no. And then turns to a point where it's like cryptocurrency and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa. A few fucking steps back, bitch. You literally tried to make it seem like you wanted to one day turn this into a possibility of us having a small community before each other. Black offices, doctors' offices, shit like that one day. Not saying it would happen overnight, but that's what we were working towards. To put back into the fucking community. We're not trying to put into you, bitch. Like, what?
Now, you heard the rest of the video and you thought to yourself probably, wait a minute, Black Project 2025, what's that? I thought we were supposed to not worry about Project 2025. Well, eagle-eyed listener, Black Project 2025 was something that kicked off right after Trump became president. And it was this idea created that, hey, we're going to start funding a bunch of black businesses. And this was going to be this great idea. And it started from the ground. And what we needed was a lot of people's support. And for some reason, money, because that was going to get a bunch of people to start wanting to create their crafts and start their businesses and live their dreams. And then months went by and people barely heard anything. And only as of recently, we started hearing different stories about how this might be a scam, and I feel like I got conned, and I feel like this is not really going to be something to benefit everybody. It's just going to benefit a small group of people. And then the owner, or like the front head for this, started posting pictures living a little bit too luxurious after getting all that money, and started talking about how she was manifesting manifesting her greatness when people had cause to pause because, wait a minute, you wasn't manifesting any of this shit before we saw you a couple months ago. You only just now started manifesting shit. Then she brought up a fucking crypto coin, which is the beacon of how much I'm confident you willing to scam somebody. And it's led to today where you have multiple people calling this little group out on their mundane bullshit and how every single fucking time somebody's got a wonderful idea, but they just want to backhand it with their own greed.
Manifesting a Lamborghini is crazy work when you are not answering people's questions about where did that $100,000 go. Now, child, I done fell down a rabbit hole of Black Project 2025. Now, back in November, Anaya, who runs this ad agency called Media Buying Besties, and she started this project titled Black Project 2025. And it was supposed to be in stark contrast to what Project 2025 was getting ready to do in the White House. And in one of her initial videos, she had created this link where people could sign up. And at the time this was taken, about 4,700 members had signed up, which is pretty amazing. Now, after Anaya had got her project off the ground, her and somebody by the name of Alana Banks had organized this GoFundMe, which had raised about $103,000. So after that occurred, everybody knew that this project was getting ready to take off. Now, while organizing this project and getting the group members to sign up, they then launched their Discord server as well as a website. And on that website, these are all the job listings, roughly around 20 of them, that they had open to help people start to initiate this Black Project 2025 project. Now, of course, all the roles were volunteer roles, which is totally fine because this is a new project getting off the ground. Now, at the time of launching those job listings, the Discord server, as well as organizing all the people who signed up, they also launched a LinkedIn, and they only have 2 members listed as active employees for the Project 2025 project. Now, fast forward to January 20th of this year, and the organizer, Anaya, the one who began Black Project 2025, introduces something called KIN.
It is our very own BP 2025 cryptocurrency that's going to not only allow us to power our mission, but also allow you to invest in an asset that can grow in value as our awareness does.
Baby, as soon as she announced that cryptocurrency, she done sent the internet up in smoke because ain't nobody asked for no cryptocurrency. And after she had launched the cryptocurrency, that's when people started to separate a little bit from Black Project 2025 because they were like, we thought we were doing community organizing in order to be able to get Black focused agendas basically into Washington. If you go to the NAACP's website, they talk about what Project 2025 is doing and the impacts it has on the Black community. Specifically, dismantling affirmative action and weakening discrimination laws and reduce the enforced power of Equal Opportunity Commission, or the EEOC, threatening to reverse gains made in employment equity and equal opportunity. Project 2025 also would include rolling back key environmental protections, reducing the enforcement of the environment regulation, and prioritizing of industrial and corporate interests over community health. And when you go to Black Project 2025's initiative or their mission statement, only thing that they actually discuss is, we're on a mission to drive economic unification, fuel development, and create a legacy through innovation and shared success. Which is really a stark contradiction of launching a cryptocurrency. Because when she first started discussing Black Project 2025, she made no mention of a cryptocurrency. She did talk about centralizing everybody's money in order to be able to build projects like grocery stores and hospitals and things of that nature, but nothing of a cryptocurrency. But I'm going to play back her first video that was launched after the election so you can hear if what their mission statement actually aligns with what she first proposed.
What if we had a Black Project 2025? Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my vision. What if all of us were to get into a group? Okay, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers. There's so many of us that are so talented, and we were to work together with our own Black agenda for 2025. I'm talking opening up Black-owned grocery stores in certain cities, Black-owned banks, so that way we can actually get our home loans and do what we need to do, our own doctor's offices, our own law practices, and we really were to just congregate and push towards our goals and our outcomes, right? And so this is how I envision it going. We can all get into this group. We can all donate what we have to donate on a monthly basis. And then basically we can have a CEO, we can have a CMO, and we can have a CFO that's in charge of leading the groups with the initiatives, right? We could have bi-weekly, monthly calls in regards to where we stand with our goals. So, okay, guys, we want a Black-owned grocery store in Los Angeles built and developed, August 2025. This is where we stand. This is how much we have funded. This is what's needed. This is where we are in the process. And we just go from there.
And now a cryptocurrency. And I think what makes this whole Black Project 2025 feel a little more egregious is that the creator of Black Project 2025, instead of updating people on, well, where's the project going now past the cryptocurrency, she's posting videos of inspiration of how she's going to manifest herself a Lamborghini. You have to understand that this video is just done in poor taste. Even if this video has nothing to do with Black Project 2025, the money that was raised, it just comes in poor taste when people have so many questions. See, they was going to let you slide with the kinfolk currency, but finding out you had people signing NDAs, friend, I think that ship has sailed. Now, shout out to Sleuth Gang, because apparently they have been raising the alarm about Black Project 2025 since early January. And in one of their initial videos, they did the Put the Finger Down challenge, where they discussed how they were actually involved in the early onset of Black Project 2025. And as soon as they got into the Discord server, basically everything went array. I'm going to tag them below because they put together this 10-minute video with a bunch of screenshots. So I'm going to do my best to paraphrase it, but I encourage you to watch the full 10-minute video. Now, initially in their video, they discuss how they were trying to do some community organizing, like real live community organizing, because Sleuth Gang is from the Los Angeles area. Now, in this first screenshot from the Discord server, this is Sleuth Gang. This is their username. It's called Aesthetics. And they posted, so my original comment about finding people who are interested in helping volunteer in SoCal got deleted. And I got a message from the moderator saying that we're not allowed to organize in real time. They go on to say, what is the purpose of this group? Please don't delete this one. That's a valid question. If the whole Black Project 2025 was about organizing community and you have people in your Discord server saying, hey, I live in this community, let's organize here, and their comments are being deleted, it starts to pose the question of, well, what are we really doing? And you can pause to read this, but this is when Sleuth Gang started to really start raising those questions, and then they were subsequently kicked out of the Discord server. Now, Sleuth Gang posted this moderator from the Discord server who was encouraging people to not initiate in-person meetups. And they go on to say, just to remind you, we ask members to avoid initiating in-person meetups. While we want to create opportunities for people to connect and share space, we also want to ensure this is done safely. Our legal team is working on this as we speak, and we hope to offer more information about it in the coming weeks. Why do you need a legal team for meetups? There's a literal website called meetup.com. So why would you need a meetup team? And I think it's interesting that they had phrased it as not doing meetups and speaking with the legal team first to ensure safety, which is understandable because if anything bad were to happen in the meetup, then it would be directly connected to the Black meetup or the Black Project 2025 group. And I get that. But at the same time, though, what legal team? Does the whole Discord server, are they aware of the legal team? Did they post who the legal team is? And who's in charge of paying the legal team's retainer? And speaking of that legal team, apparently this whole Black Project 2025 had individuals signing NDAs. Sleuth Gang posted an NDA that was sent to them. They claimed that they didn't sign it, and this is why they were able to come forward with their story. Okay, but why do you need NDAs? What is happening within the realm of Black Project 2025 that would require NDAs from individuals who are not being paid? Now, Sleuth Gang goes on to allege that the individuals who are a part of Black Project 2025, who are paid employees, are not Black. They didn't post any proof of that. I would like to see that. But if the individuals, the architects of Black Project 2025 aren't Black, then literally, what is going on? Okay, I'm back, y'all. Except I'm in the Midwest in a seedy hotel like a hooker on the blade. So let's talk about Black Project 2025 and that Discord meeting. Okay, you guys know last night that the leader had her town hall or impromptu town hall meeting to discuss what was going on online in regards to Black Project 2025. Although she was saying a whole lot of nothing, she was saying a little bit of something.
Let's clarify. GoFundMe has been shut down for over a month now. And the reason for that is because I anticipated that we would run into issues with trying to fuel this mission with leveraging GoFundMe, right? And that's where Kin conceptualized from. For those of you guys who are interested in how Kin fits into fueling the BP 2025 mission, go to www.officialblackproject2025.com and look at our roadmap. And for those of you guys that are like, great, now I understand how it fits into the mission, how does Kin work? I already thought about the fact that there would be a level of confusion associated with the topic within our community. Go to www.kincoin.com and go to learn and then go to Academy, because I created a resource. It's totally free called Kin Academy, so you guys could come and learn about the topic of Kin and how it integrates into our mission. In addition to that, I encourage you guys to go read the Kin white paper. Tried to make it as informative as possible, worked very hard with the team. We're very excited about the launch of it, thought it was something that was very innovative and forward-thinking. And, obviously the incoming administration kind of validated that concept.
And that's where I'm gonna have to stop you, because what do you mean the incoming administration is validating the concept of cryptocurrency? Wasn't the whole point of Black Project 2025 to be a separate ecosystem and economy away from the current administration? So hearing the fearless leader state that her concept of the cryptocurrency is in support of the current administration is very troubling to hear. Don't worry, I read the white paper and I also went to kincoin.com. So if you go to the main page, they tell you that there's about 98 days before the pre-sale ends of Kincoin, or the pre-sale begins. I'm not entirely sure if it ends or begins, but it's about 98 days until this ticker goes down. And just below, they tell you the value of the Kincoin. So one Kincoin is worth about 0.065 cents of a US dollar. So I don't really know what that is. I'm not a mathematician, but there you have it. And now remember, she stated that the GoFundMe was closed down a month prior because she felt that it would run into issues with trying to fund this project using small dollar donations. And in turn, she created the cryptocurrency. Except she's way ahead of schedule. According to her roadmap, she says that at the $5 million mark, they're going to lay down the foundation for community building. And that includes phase 1, which is providing early access to initiatives and resources through platforms like Discord, fostering a sense of connection and collaboration amongst members. Be in mind, she hadn't done that because she said that they're going to start becoming more active in the Discord. So building relations with the members in the Discord, she's already failed at phase 1. The phase 1 goes on to say that they are going to develop an online and in-person space to enhance engagement, including community forums, workshops, and events. And here's where it gets a bit juicy. At the $5 million fundraiser mark, this is when they were supposed to launch the KinCoin. Now I'm curious as to why she spearheaded the KinCoin well before their $5 million mark. What was the rush? How much was spent on the infrastructure of building the Coinbase to host the KinCoin? Nah, Fran, I think you need to come back and explain yourself.
And you know, it's not to say that people aren't out there actually creating institutions and groups to actually put forth effort into doing these things that somehow only matter if they gain traction on social media. The problem is that you're not really going to see the real effort because the people who lie and cheat and sketch their way to the top, they're the ones who get the traction on social media. They say the right thing. They know how to pluck you in the ear and tug on your emotions just enough, saying the right amount of word salad to get you to believe in them and to get your dollar from you, because that's really what they want. They don't want anything else. Sure, they'll appreciate your follow and your retweet and your like because it pushes their videos out to more individuals, but what they really want is that old sweet money to get their own substance, to get their own fix, to get their own high, while you sit there and wonder, I wonder when I'm going to get my next update about how my business is going to take off and how I'm going to be oh so sweet and successful, knowing that I did all the things to make sure that I am successful for the world to see. And it's never coming because while you're sitting there doing nothing, she's sitting there using your money to buy a fucking car. And the sick part is the reaction to all of this was just a bunch of corporate speak nobody could possibly fucking believe. Why? Because they feel as though they've been cheated. With months of not really hearing anything substantial, they're going to feel like they've been cheated. They're going to feel like they've been wrong. They're going to feel like you're somebody who's not trustworthy with a dollar, let alone a black dollar. And it brings us all back to what I've been saying for fucking years, and I got called anti-black for it. People scam, people fucking take, people fucking use their greed to manipulate others into giving money for what they want. I don't know why I have to hold you by the clit and say this shit and for you to understand it, but it's true. It don't matter that you listen to 5 black people sit there and say no black people do wrong whatsoever. I'm here to tell you niggas is grimy and they gonna want their money and they gonna get it by any means possibly, and they're gonna make sure that after they get it, they spend it, and when you come looking for it, they say, fuck, I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm living my best life like it's fucking golden. And all amount of you giving me some long speech about how that's really anti-black is gonna stop me from living in fucking reality and saying, unfortunately, we got some black people on this planet who is willing to scam the fuck out of people for the opportunity of having social media likes or some money. And while you're starry-eyed hearing what they say and you believe in them, they are inside your left pocket taking your wallet and your money, and you are none the wiser until something on your algorithm says, oh my God, this is not good, this is a scam, how could you take money from us? And I'm glad I was the source of that just for the moment. And if you like questioning your humanity with not just black people, but all people, subscribe to the channel, because unfortunately, I don't really have starry eyes anymore. Reality made me see what people truly are. And if you like the sensation of your humanity being questioned, how about you subscribe to the channel? Because it isn't just individuals who scam that make me question my humanity. It's people who fake kidnappings, robberies, weird takes about what individuals should do to achieve nirvana in this life. And it all makes me question who I should trust when I go to the store and ask, where are all the cooking utensils? Because I could just Google it. I could just read the signs, but I always want to have a little bit of faith in humanity, and I'm always reminded why I shouldn't have faith in humanity. But that's it from me. Subscribe to the channel. I will see all of you wonderful people in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.